Hey everyone, hey my dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. I don't hate people. I hate sin and abomination. I hate the things that God hates. I want to live for God. I want to promote the truth. I want to help save people. Pardon me. Too many people don't understand what's going on. They don't understand how deceived they are. They don't understand how satanic and fallen the world is. The gay agenda, the trans agenda, these are two examples of how fallen the world is. Glennon Doyle is an American author. She's a woman. Abby Wambach is an American football player, right? Like football, soccer, whatever. Wherever you're from, it's called something different. I'm not a big soccer fan or football fan, whatever. But again, Glennon Doyle, American author, a woman. Abby Wambach, American soccer player, a woman. In the King James Version of the Bible, it says in Romans 1:26 through verse 32, "For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust towards one another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving unto themselves recompense of the error which was meet. And even as they did not retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, incomplacible, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them." Sometimes it's hard to read along with the King James Bible. I can admit that, but it is true. And again, Glennon Doyle, a lesbian, is married, quote unquote. They're not married to a woman. God doesn't recognize that. Abby Wambach, a woman who's playing soccer, is married to a woman. God doesn't recognize that. Here's some scripture. Abby Wambach says, Christian mommy blogger's wife. A man cannot marry a man. A woman cannot marry a woman. God says this, and it's true. People that think they can do this, they're mistaken. I am not saying this in hate. I'm not yelling or screaming like weird pastors seem to do. There's a lot of Christians that give Christians a bad name. Steven Anderson, like on and on. There's so many people, what's his name? Greg Locke, Kenneth Copeland. I don't believe in those people. I don't believe they're Christians. I believe they're Satanists on their way to hell. They have too much money. They're doing too many wrong things. They're not peaceful. They're not like considerate. They're hateful. Do I hate sin? Yes. Yes, I do. Christian mommy blogger's wife? There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Women cannot marry women. Men cannot marry men. If people think that, they're deceived, and they're going to probably go to hell. Oprah Winfrey always is laughing it up with her billions of dollars and her da-da-da-da-da. Look at this picture. God is going to wipe the smiles off these people's faces very fast. Glennon Doyle, smiling it up. Oprah Winfrey, smiling it up. Yes, we have billions of dollars, but we're going to go to hell. Who cares? Because we're satanic Freemasons. Who cares? Here's Oprah Winfrey. A lot of people love her. She's doing one-eye symbolism, the eye of Horus. Would you figure this out already? She's hiding her hand in her coat the way a Freemason would do. She's doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, index fingers pressed together, other fingers interlocked, because she's a satanic Freemason. She's doing 666 on both hands. Here's Ambi Wambach and Glennon Doyle. They're married together, except no, God doesn't recognize that. They're not married. I am not being mean by saying that. I am saying the truth. There's no such thing as gay marriage. There's no such thing as a man marrying a man or a woman marrying a woman. There's no such thing. It doesn't exist. If you think so, you're wrong, and you're going to find out one day. If you stand up for that, you're part of the Antichrist beast system that is not helping anything, and you're probably going to hell. These people, if they don't know Jesus, they're going to hell. Look at the smiles on their face. God's going to wipe that off their face very soon. I'm not being rude or arrogant or anything. I am telling the truth. Let's rewind a second. Glennon Doyle, American author. Abby Wambach, American former soccer player. Football. Romans 1:26 through 32 in the King James. It describes how people should not be gay, and that if they do want to be that way, they're sinning against their souls. Christian mommy blogger's wife, did she get this hoodie printed for her own personal gain? How gay and lame is that? Gay. Oprah Winfrey, she's a terrible person. Look, she's laughing it up. She thinks she's going to heaven. Her and Steve Harvey think there's many paths to heaven. It's not Jesus Christ. Nope, not Jesus Christ at all. There's many paths to heaven. You might get to heaven and you might call God the light. The light. Oprah Winfrey is on record saying you might call God the light. That is Lucifer. That's her God. Believe it or not. Oprah Winfrey does one-eye symbolism. So she's not doing that? Why is she doing this then? Do you have a good answer? Do you have a good reason for her doing this? I do. Do you? She's a sold-out satanic Freemason on her way to hell. She has billions of dollars. She's going to rot and burn in hell. Hides her hand in her coat. Oh, good for you, Oprah. Uttara Bodhi Mudra. Index fingers pressed together, other fingers interlocked. That's what she's doing. 666 in her hands. And here's two gay people thinking they're married. They're not. They are not married. Nothing ever will ever be them married. They can think that. They can think whatever they want. They can buy a ring. They can have a procedure. They can do whatever. Nope. Not happening. No such thing as gay marriage. A woman and a woman? Nope. Even if the woman looks butch and manly? Nope. Doesn't happen. No such thing as a woman and a woman getting married. No such thing as a guy and a guy getting married. Hollywood and the rest of the satanic Freemason celebrities, they promote this stuff. Why? Because they're satanic. They're on their way to hell. I don't want that to happen, but they're on their way to hell. God bless you, everyone.